Hej allihopa, hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Say It In Swedish. Today is all about the sje-ljud, the sje sound, Swedish'S most difficultest sound. And there is already a video about that here, but I didn't go through how to spell it in that video, only how to try to pronounce it. And if you're reading, you'll never see it coming because it can be spelled in numerous different ways. And you can read all about it in my book, A Lagom Guide to Swedish. This is the German version, but it's also available in English, of course. And there is a chapter in here called Pronunciation Secrets. And there you can read all about this sound and other sounds and how to spell them. So, the sje sound seems to be the most difficult sounds for foreigners to realize in Swedish, but it's not that hard. The thing is, you need to learn how your tongue works, because what you can do is, if you begin with an H, like most of you guys, you do that. If you begin with an H, like that, if you extend that, and then you try to guide your airflow up to the front of your mouth, like so, you learn how the tongue works. And that will help you to find the spot where the correct sound of would be. So like this. Like that. There you have it. So try to get a feel for how you can use your tongue, really, the back of your root of your tongue, to guide the air to exactly the spot you need it to be. Right, but this video is not gonna be about how to pronounce this sound. Normally we spell it with sj, so if we want to say or spell out the sje-ljud, the sje sound, sje-ljud, we would write it sje. So sj would represent the sound here. Sj. However, there are numerous ways to spell this sound, and in loan words, it gets really crazy. So let's go. So let's take a look in the book and go through all of them. I said we had sj as the spelling. And for that, we could use sjuk, for instance, as an example. Sjuk means sick. Sjuk. Try and say after me. Don't pronounce this as an H. You have to move the sound up your throat a little bit. Then we have the SK spelling, like in skylt. Skylt. This means sign, like a road sign, for instance. Skylt. Then we have skj, like in skjorta. Skjorta. Try and say after me. Skjorta. And this means shirt, a button-down shirt, not a t-shirt. And the last native spelling we have is stj, like in stjärna. Star. Stjärna. Stjärna. Alright, that wasn't too hard, was it? There are only 4 native spellings here. However, we have 8 foreign spellings. So we have loan words where we use this sound, but we keep the spelling of the loan word. We don't Swedify it. So that's why we have 8 more spellings to go through. And first, we have CHOKLAD. And CHOKLAD is spelled with CH. And in Swedish, it's CHOKLAD. CHOKLAD. So we have the ch sound here, the sje sound. And we still spell it with CH. CHOKLAD. But then we have the more German spelling of this sound, which would be SC. H. And the Germans, they pronounce this sh. So a bit confusing. And in the book we have the example schack, which means chess. Then we have the more English spelling with sh, which would be sh in English, but in Swedish it's And in the book we had the example show. So show, that's show. But in Swedish, show. And then we have, let's say, the more inventive spellings. For instance, we have pension, which means pension. Pension. And here we spell it with si. Pension. 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 And then we have a related spelling in the word passion. Passion. Almost sounds the same. Pension and passion. Alright? And here it's spelled with 2 S's and an I. Passion. Station in Swedish is also one of those sounds that have gotten the sound. Station. Spelled then with T-I. Alright? Station. Station. This is a good word for you to know if you're visiting Sweden and you need directions to the train station, for instance. Tågstation. Tågstation. Station. And then at last we have the spelling with a G or a J. So we have geni. Geni. And I think maybe you can guess what it means. And it doesn't mean genie. It means genius. Alright? Geni. Du är ett geni. You're a genius. And then we have the word journalist, spelled with a J. Journalist. 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 So, we have 12 different spellings of the sound. And I know that seems a bit stupid, but that's how it is. It's hard to reform the writing system in a language because people need to die off, etc. So these spellings are here to stay, I assure you of that. So you just have to listen to a lot of Swedish, ask Swedes how to pronounce words, and then this will come naturally. But see this video as a heads up, really. All right. That was all for today. If you want to learn some more Swedish and get some lessons, you can do that on sayitinswedish.com. There are free audio lessons for you there with a bunch of extra stuff. And if you want to ask me personally how to pronounce something, you can do that on our Discord server. Links are in the description down below. And if you want to learn stuff like this, get my book, A Lagom Guide to Swedish, on Amazon. Links are in the description down below. And we'll see each other in another video. Okay, ha det bra. Puss och kram. Vi ses. Hej då.